So, what's that? Stuck to my magnets. So my banana crystalline, it fell out earlier. So I wanted to show you the top section. I'll just take this bearing out actually, because if I can get it out, the shaft out on me. Come on, you bugger. Yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah, I've got this stuck now. So I printed this. Hang on a minute, I need both hands for this. Hang on. Got you. Right. So I'm using my old bearings. I'm not going to use my new bearings on here because I don't think sound is going to be noise is going to be an issue if it doesn't work, is it? But I got the little inserts printed, which I put my magnets in. I've got a magnet on the back. The magnet on the back is just holding pressure on the actual main magnets on the inside, because they're in the adjustable these adjustable things that I've designed. I'll show you, they do move along, look. You can see it moves along, look. So I can adjust the spacing. Now the idea is that I mean, I've only shown you the SketchUp model so far, but the idea is that I can adjust the timing by moving these magnets about, and in theory I can get an extra one in there. If I adjust the timings, for example, so that this magnet is right over here, and let's say this one is right over here, it's a bit tight because I've just made it so it's a bit. So imagine if I adjust the timing like that, then it would mean I'd have to put an extra magnet in there. So another one of these inserts in there to fill the gap, which is kind of cool because it means I can add extra magnets, or I can take some out and just have two, whatever. But so you get the idea. It means it's very flexible in how many magnets I can put in and space them out to adjust timing. So obviously experimenting with magnet motors is extremely well, highly unlikely that it'll work, isn't it, really? Because let's face it, everyone's trying to do that and a lot of people fail. But the thing with this is that if it doesn't work as a magnet motor, I could easily use it as a novel type generator. So I'm actually making the concentric holder at the moment, which is in the acetone vapor right now. I made two back to back, stuck them in. Let me just take it out a minute. Oops, shit, dropped the damn thing. Right, I don't want to break everything. So I've got the this acetone vapor in there. I don't want to spill the gas everywhere. It stinks now. So this is my concentric holder. So the concentric holder, I had to strengthen these middle bits out because they were too thin before. So I get my concentric ball assembly, pop one of these off, and that, oops, bit awkward doing this, that pops into the hole like this. Actually that one must, the hole's not big enough. I need to sort the holes out because they're a bit tight right now, and this is still soft because it's been acetone vapoured, so I don't want to break it. Which one will it fit in? It probably fit in one of these, but yeah, the holes won't reaming out a bit. They're a bit tight, but you get the idea. So I put the concentric in there, then I put the other half underneath, sort of like that, but the hole's a bit too tight at the moment. So obviously, well, not obviously, but I was thinking, because I've got these little coils that would fit, which are actually the same diameter as these magnet rings. I've got these little coils. I could also put a coil in there and use it as a generator and test that out as well at some point, but I don't want to do that yet. We're just focusing on the magnet motor part at the moment. But so even if it doesn't work as a magnet motor, I could use it as a generator if I wanted to, with a small coil around the ball bearing, which would be interesting to see what the drag-on effects would be on that, because the poles are effectively all the same pole, but it's top south, then bottom south, and so on. which effectively is like reversing the pole, because when one side becomes south and the other side becomes south, it's still changing direction. You know what I mean? The polarity is still changing. So I stood on something a while ago. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh, it's my slippers still falling. Oh, I just dropped it and I can't see where it went. Yeah, I'm dropping everything on the floor down here. So I'm going to find that again later. Right, so I've got this thing done, but I've got to ream the holes out a little bit because they're a little bit tight, because the acetones and made the plastic expand. So I need to really let that dry a bit longer. And so that's that bit. I've been printing some accessories. I've got some more accessories. The pillars, I don't think I showed you the latest update on the latest model. So I've got to do another one of these big discs. It took 7 hours to print this disc. It's quite thick. It needs to be sturdy. And yeah, it took 7 hours to print this, and I acetone vapored it in, obviously. And so I actually printed this disc when I went to bed, because I thought, sod it, I'm not staying up for this. It came out great. So yeah, I've got to do another one of these. I'll probably print it while I'm asleep, because it's a boring, long 7 hours of whirring from the printer, and it gives me a headache. So I don't know. So I've got that to do. There's the concentric stator, which goes on there in between them, that holds the concentrics in. And I'm eating crab sticks at the moment. Yum yum. They're gonna get warm now because I'm waffling too much. So yeah, I'll show you a quick glimpse of the updated model, because the pictures on there are a little bit old. Just give me a second. Oh, let's load this up. Oh, apparently Windows 11 is... Microsoft said that they weren't going to release another operating system based on Windows 10. It was going to be the last one, which proves they're telling lies, because now they're releasing a Windows 11. And before you rush out and buy it, beware. Apparently, you've got a 90% chance of it not working on your operating system. If you don't believe, go and search the internet, YouTube, say why Windows 11 won't work on some computers. Because apparently Microsoft has got so many... I won't use it anyway. I'm on a Windows XP and I'm happy with that. So here's some of my latest. I'll just zoom in on here. I'll save me get out of my chair. Just a minute, if I can zoom in. Right. So... sorry if it's a bit wobbly cam. So there's the concentric, which I've just been showing you. Come on, focus, you silly thing. There's the new disc assembly, which has got slots so I can move these pillars around. The reason for that is that the disc that's on top, I want to make it possible to turn it in for the timing. So I've got the options of holes in these pillars, and that's what I'm printing right now. These pillars here, oops, the pillar here is what I'm printing right now. Oops, there we go. So yeah, I'll clean them up as well. So those pillars are going around the edges. It's because I've zoomed in, it's got really wobbly. So if I just hide the top disc, edit component, hide that top one, you can see oops, the arrangement, and the blue things are the balls, the steel balls that go in the middle. I decided to colour code it. The colour code for steel is blue, by the way. Don't ask me why, but it is. So there's the track runners that I've got that work. You've just seen them. And what I did was I put some sticky tape on the back of these little yellow inserts so that the plastic wouldn't get stuck. If I spill acetone, it wouldn't bond to the disc and get jammed, so I couldn't move it. Also, I decided to super glue these inserts in place. Let's just go over here again a minute. Sorry, I'm zoomed in, it's awkward. So because these little inserts have got sticky tape, Kapton tape actually on the back, you can see the yellow bit there. If I put super glue in there to glue the magnet in, it's not going to leak through, the super glue is not going to leak through and stick the insert to the rotor disc, to the disc. Well, it's a stator disc, you can see the Kapton tape sticking out the side there. So that way I won't accidentally glue them in place and think, oh shit, you know, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm on zoom out now, it's really annoying. Right, so you can see it on the SketchUp model anyway, but except for the Kapton tape. So anyway, that's the updated one, and I've got another of these big discs to print. I'm just going to undo all that. I've just changed. Oops. Right, undo that, put that back on. So I better zoom back. Yeah, it's less wobbly when I zoom back out. It's shaky cam. So anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I still have to print another disc and finish these pillars off, and yeah. No, I don't want to save it. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update. So that's it for now. As I say, if it doesn't work as a magnet motor, I'm going to experiment with putting coils in there as well. So it's not going to be a complete waste of time, because I'll be interested to see what the drag effect coefficient is on it. I'll show you what I mean. I've got these little coils which I made years ago for a different project. Let's see. I've got all these little coils. I could get them to fit. The ball bearing would fit in there. I've got loads of these little coils which I could just bang in, and very thin ones. They would fit nicely between the two concentrics. So I've got some bigger coils. If it doesn't work as a magnet motor, I've certainly got a lot of options open, if you know what I mean. I've got 3 little coils in there. So yeah, we'll just have to see, won't we? what we get out of it. I was very optimistic initially. I had a high hopes that this thing was going to work, but then I started thinking about it more, and I started to get doubts start creeping in. This is what happens, isn't it? You know, start thinking about something and doubts start to creep in. But basically, this new design is very similar to that. There's not a great deal of difference. The only difference with it is the fact that on this one I was biasing this on the top on just one side, and we're sending the magnetic field out to a disc, and the reason I abandoned it was because there's too much flux floating around. But the difference with the new one is the fact that we're biasing it on both top and bottom, and it's the bottom and the top and the bottom are actually opposing, which should give us some propulsion, which is what I'm hoping for. Anyway, we'll find out, won't we? And the other side of the coin is it won't do a damn thing. Well, that's the whole point of experimenting, isn't it? Trying things, new ideas, but we'll see, won't we? Just wish me luck. Or let's wish ourselves luck, because we're all partaking in this experiment. Right, bye for now.